welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Amanda, aka That Fat Nurse, coming at you with a brand new video. Today's video is going to be about things wrong with Pride Month, specifically in the beauty community. And if that interests you, stay tuned and let's get into the video. I want to give a warning to everyone. There could be a lot of swearing in this video. Obviously, I haven't done this video yet, so I'm not sure how much there's actually going to be, but this is a really heated topic for me, and I feel like it's a really important one. So there are two reasons why I feel like Pride Month is such a big deal right now in the beauty community, and I want to talk about those right now. The first reason is that it is the 50-year anniversary of Stonewall. If you don't know what the Stonewall riots are, I highly suggest that you do a little research on that. Unfortunately, it's not something that at least I personally was taught in school, and I feel like it's a very important marker for gay rights. The Stonewall riots happened in 1969, and it was really kind of the first time in America that there were gays acting out against oppression, and by that I mean actually violently acting out. Before, it had always been very passively. Different groups would hold passive rallies and things like that, but it was the first time that people actually took them seriously, because in the past it was those sissy gays won't do anything. So it was a really important movement when it happened. It was a riot that took place over 2 different nights in 1969, and it really was something that changed gay rights in America. Maybe not the event in of itself, but it definitely was a precursor to events that followed afterwards. The second reason why it is such a busy month in the Pride community and in the beauty community is because the beauty industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and I do personally feel like they see any opportunity as an opportunity to make money. And that's where I have a problem with this. I feel like a lot of companies have rainbow washed, and what I mean by that, have put a gay pride sticker, put an LGBTQ sticker, put a rainbow flag on a lot of different products that they don't really support, and that's what we're going to talk about now. So this part is going to get heated. I'm sorry in advance. The first thing I want to talk about is several brands that have not necessarily said in an official capacity that they're releasing these items for Pride Month. However, they did release at the beginning of June or at the end of May. These companies, I feel like, are marketing after gay pride and they're marketing after Pride Month, and this is the reason why. First off, we have NYX. NYX collabed with a drag queen called Aquaria. I believe it was released at the end of May, the beginning of June. They didn't explicitly say that this is for Pride Month. However, I could be wrong, and I think that this is the only drag queen collaboration that they've ever done, and they did release it right before Pride Month. The second one is going to be the Alyssa Edwards palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmetics. While I love that palette, don't get me wrong, and it's very much so her, I do think that it was very calculated that they released it during Pride Month or right up before Pride Month. I don't think that it was necessarily a Pride palette, but they did do it with a drag queen, a very famous one at that, and they know that she has a lot of supporters across the board, gay, straight, bi, whatever you may have you, and I think that it was extremely calculated to release a limited edition palette with her right in June. You can't tell me that wasn't on purpose. It wasn't calculated, at least. And the third brand I want to talk about is Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty Huda Beauty in the past has not been very supportive of boys in makeup or anyone who is not binarily female, someone who is born female and is very feminine. In the past, she has said that the reason for this is because she does live in Dubai, and that is where her company is based out of, and it is unsafe for her to promote those things for her and her family. And I understand that. I don't like it, but I get it at the same time. However, the first time that she's ever openly promoted this and actually had someone non-binary in one of her campaigns is with 3 drag queens. It's with Pheromone, it is with Shea Coulee, and with Violet Chachki. All 3 of these are previous contestants on RuPaul's Drag Race. They are very well known in the community. They're people that have a lot of fans, and she released a campaign with them in full drag for a setting spray that came out right at the end of May, right before June. Again, this is not something that is explicitly marketed as limited edition or Pride Month or anything like that. However, I do feel like it was extremely calculated for her to have the first boys in makeup in her campaigns right during the transition into Pride Month. The rest of the companies I want to talk about are companies that did release something specifically for Pride Month, or have said that they're making donations to different charities for Pride Month. The first one is going to be Makeup Revolution. Makeup Revolution, as far as I can tell, is based out of the UK. They released an eyeshadow palette and paint palette, I guess like a face and body paint palette. I don't know if they're necessarily making donations from the actual palette sales themselves. That was a little murky for me when I was trying to find the facts about this, or if they're just donating a set sum to charity, but they're donating 25,000 pounds or 32,000 US dollars. The charity that they're choosing to donate to is going to be to the Human Dignity Trust. Now what that does is it gives legal aid to people who are non-binary and are living in countries where people who are non-binary are discriminated against. That's going to be any of our LGBTQ community members. That's going to be anyone who identifies as trans, bi, gay, whatever the case may be, so long as it's not saying that you're a boy who loves a girl or vice versa. These are people where they live in countries where that is against the law and they could undergo various different kinds of punishment. So I do think that this is a very important thing that they're donating to. Let's talk about Morphe. This is the one that I feel like got me really thinking about this video. Morphe did an eyeshadow and brush palette. They said that 100% of the proceeds were going to go to the Trevor Fund. The Trevor Fund is a hotline for suicidal prevention for LGBTQ youth, for them to be able to call. I know that suicide is a huge thing for teenagers in general, and especially even more so for people who are going through having to deal with coming out and possibly not being accepted, where a lot of times people aren't accepted. Maybe they're accepted by their family, but maybe not by society or school or people that they know or people that they've grown up with. I completely support them donating to the Trevor Fund. My problem with this is that they said that it's limited edition. Morphe, as we all know, is super great about restocking things, saying it's limited edition, you're never gonna get it, it's never gonna come back, and then eventually it does come back. They've done this time and time again, and if you read the fine print at the bottom of the website, it says that the donations will only be made during the month of June. Now, time will only tell what the actual answer to this is, but as of right now, my concern is that they're going to re-release this, where now people are seeking out these items because it was so limited edition. They could only get it in a small space of time, and then Morphe is going to continue to profit off of it, but the donations to the Trevor Fund have completely stopped after June. Again, that's allegations, speculations, however you want to say, my conspiracy theory, but I really do think that Morphe is going to have a restock, and I'm going to be super pissed because I feel like, again, that was something extremely calculated where they knew that these items were going to sell well, and they knew that people wanted to support this, and unless you're reading the fine print that says that you have to purchase these during June, people are still going to associate the Trevor Fund with this palette and these makeup brushes, and they're going to think that they're helping something, and they're going to think that they're supporting something when they're not. Next, let's talk about Tarte, because Tarte, I feel like, was a milder offender for me. Tarte released a collaboration of a rainbow palette. They released it with a YouTuber. Her name is Jessie Page. With the release of this, they said that they are going to donate $25,000 a flat sum to the Trevor Project, and they're not actually donating anything from the palette itself. My problem with this is it's not very on brand for them. The rainbow palette in of itself, they're very much so neutral, brown, boring. That's what Tarte does. That's what Tarte caters towards. So my problem with this is that it's not very on brand. Also, the fact that they're donating any amount of money isn't advertised at all anywhere. You have to really dig and look for this information. It's not something that's very clearly marked either on the palette or on displays or anything like that. So to me, it seems like they were like, well, let's do a rainbow palette. Rainbow palettes are in. It is Pride Month, so maybe we can get them with that. But also at the same time, we have our people over here who aren't really gonna be a fan of this, so let's make sure it's in some really fine print somewhere that they don't see. And that's where I have the biggest issue with this whole Tarte thing, is because they're like, yes, we're going to support you, we're here for you, good on you, we love you, we want nothing but the best for you, but also don't tell anyone. Like, honestly, I just look at the whole Tarte thing and I just want to be like, shame on you. Shame on you for this choice that you're making. And that's what it comes down to. With any of these brands, it's a choice. You didn't have to do this. which is great that any sort of donations being made at all. But the manner in that you're doing it is a choice. The next one I want to talk about is Urban Decay. Urban Decay did this huge campaign with the LGBTQ, with very much so pride and parades and glitter, and that was all in their advertisement. They released 22 products within this collection. I actually ended up purchasing 3 of these. I actually really enjoyed the heavy metal eyeliners, and they had some new colors that I wanted to try out. Now, even though they are marketing, playing towards the LGBTQ community and acceptance and everything like that, very much so targeting that demographic, they don't state anywhere on any of their products that they're doing any donations until you go to their website or their Instagram, which says that they are donating 25% of sales. However, if you then go to their actual website says that they will be donating 100% of their proceeds from one item. That's right, from one item out of 22 that you have specifically catered for, targeted, whatever you want to say, towards a certain demographic, and you are only donating the proceeds from one item. The name of that item is actually Stonewall. It is a heavy metal glitter eyeliner. It actually looks really pretty, but it's very similar to colors that they already have. Also with this product, they're only donating to the UK. They're only donating money from the items that were purchased in the UK. So now you have an international company that is only donating for one item in one country. What? So you're going to target and specifically cater to a certain demographic and make it look like you are just our best ally and our best friend and we could go get coffee together, but you're only going to donate for one item in one country? But you're gonna market me and you're gonna try to sell me this world of glitter and fun and wonderfulness in celebrating Pride Month, but you're only gonna donate for one single item. I cannot stress this enough. That is just mind-blowing to me. The fact that they think that that's okay, and the fact that as far as online goes, I've not seen a single person calling them out about this. I understand that this is a multi-billion-dollar company, and I understand that this makeup company has a very long legacy, and I understand that in the past, even they have supported the LGBTQ community. However, I feel like this is very shady, the way that they are choosing to go about this. And last but not least, let's talk about the biggest offender in my personal opinion. Sephora is doing a thing where if you click on certain items underneath this rainbow category, that they will donate $1 from each of these items only during the month of June. They'll be donating $1 per product that is clicked on in this rainbow section to LGBTQ communities. They're not specific on their website saying where exactly the money is going or anything like that, or how it will be divided between different organizations, but they do say that they're donating $1 to different LGBT organizations. Now, out of this rainbow selection thing, there's actually only 8 products available to choose what you're going to purchase from. They're going to give a donation therefrom it to these different organizations. The products are from Milk Cosmetics, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Tarte, Youth to the People, Sephora, Luxem, and Urban Decay. Now, the Urban Decay one, the one that they chose to give the $1 donation, is actually that same Stonewall shade. So maybe that's the reason why they said, nah, we don't have to do it. We don't have to donate in the United States because Sephora is going to give $1 on our behalf so long as people purchase this one freaking shade out of our 22 products. To add insult to injury, Sephora is only donating up to $50,000. As I've said at other points in this video, whatever donations will be given, that's fantastic. I'm really glad that they are getting donations. I think that it's super important, and I think that it's something that should not happen 1 month out of the year. However, with that being said, Sephora is a $39.1 billion company. Let me say that again for those in the back that may not have heard me. Sephora is a $39.1 billion company. And you're telling me that in order for you to make a donation to a project, to a community, and to people that you so much believe in and that you support with just all of your everything, and you are 100% backing us and good for you, you're telling me that a $39.1 billion fucking company can only donate $50,000 and you can only do it if I purchase stuff. No, you can go fuck yourself. You can go take that $50,000, you can put it in whatever other bullshit you want to put it in, but don't insult me. Don't insult me. So you're telling me that a company that is supposedly all-inclusive, all-loving, believes in giving everyone a chance and giving everyone support and everyone should be able to take care of themselves and everyone should be able to do makeup and everyone should be able to do their hair and whatever else can only donate $50,000. So you're telling me that a multi-billion-dollar company who is so supportive can only donate one time a year and it can only do it if I'm actually the one giving you the money to go donate from, that you are still gonna be making a profit off of, and you can only do it one time a year, and you are a multi-billion-dollar company. I feel like my problem with this and with all of these companies is not the fact that they're giving money. They are not required to give money. And in no way, shape, or form am I saying that, because I don't think that at all. What I'm saying is, if you are a multi-billion-dollar, multi-million-dollar, whatever company, then $25,000 is chump change. It's nothing. And quite frankly, it's insulting. That is a marketing ploy that is slapping a rainbow on something and rainbow washing it and saying, here, we care about you, you should support us too. And quite frankly, it's bullshit. Quite frankly, all of us should be thinking of where we're putting our coin every day, because I know that bills are coming no matter what I do and no matter what I purchase, bills are still coming my way, and I have to think harder about where my money goes to and what I support as a person. And to sit here and say that you're doing good when you're capable of doing so much more is insulting to my intelligence. And to be honest, it's insulting to your intelligence. And I guess that's where I'm gonna end today's video, because now I have a lot of rage and I'm probably not gonna be able to sleep tonight. I would like to end with some parting words. Don't give these companies $45 for a palette when you could just give it to the organization directly. It's going to do a lot more good there. They're actually going to get all of the money as opposed to a percentage or a set amount. I just highly encourage you to go support whatever organizations or whatever movements or whatever you believe in, and supporting those directly as opposed to having them filtered through these companies. So here I'd like to pass off a question to you. Do you think that these companies are in the right? Do you think that donating any amount of money whatsoever is the right choice? Where it's not deserved, it's better than nothing? Or are you of the mindset, no, it's not enough, this is bullshit, and if you're going to do it, you should be doing more? I'm really interested to see what your thoughts are down below and to hear what those are. This is something that's obviously very heated and very important to me, and I think it's important to a lot of you too. So that's it. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Please like, favorite, subscribe. We will be doing a giveaway when we reach 100 followers, so share this with your friends and family. I have some upcoming news about that. I'm super excited to be able to share with you soon, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.